Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. When you see these kind of cars, all you can do is smile. They've sold so well for many, and once BMW took them over and redesigned them and built this great kind of almost 1 Series / 3 Series quality type car, you got the handling with the bulldog stance and things like that. It took off like wildfire. Matter of fact, there was a waiting list for many, many years. Anyway, now that we're at this place where they've been producing them for a little while, you know that these cars here turned out to be really good cars. It's always good to wait a little while to find out how great a car is going to be, reliability and things like that, and these have turned out to be awesome. Anyway, this particular model here knows some history of it. Some friends of mine traded it in, got themselves a Mini Cooper convertible, decided to get that, and I think that as you walk around and see the quality, clearly they love this car. Matter of fact, when I went to go appraise the car for them when they were trading it in, they had spent so much time cleaning it and getting ready, but it didn't take them very long because they had taken such great care of the car to begin with. So the truth of the matter is, I haven't really done anything to this car other than we cleaned it up a little bit. And as we walk around, you can see the blemishes, if there are any. You can see that you're getting really, in the world of used cars, a very new car for the money. So talk about 50,000 miles on the car, somewhere in the 50,000 mile range. And just a great paint and things like that. Like for instance, I metered the paint with an electronic meter. All the paint around the car appeared to be original, so it's a good indication the car hasn't been in an accident. Has a clean Carfax, has a clean auto check, and that made it very nice. So the paint's still kind of shiny, as it should be. Tough to see, you know, in yellow paint, tough to see reflections. I don't know if black does any better, but you can still read the warranty information there too, so that's good. Okay, it has some nice features on it when we walk around. There's a couple cool little quirky things about this car that make it so good. Forget the fact that it's just great looking, and not many manufacturers would paint a car one color here and then paint the top a different color. But like the mirrors here, you can add flags to them. You can put a Union Jack on the roof. They sell so much cool stuff for these cars to make them your own and your personal touches. And it's not really expensive, so I don't know, these are just great around town cars. First off, getting great gas mileage, and this one in particular with the low mileage, power windows, and all the other features that come with it, it's a pretty good deal. So let's take a peek under the hood. But one of the things I was talking about, the quirky part is the hood releases on the right-hand side. Because this is an English car, and they typically are right-hand drive, a lot of the things that are standard for these cars as they ship them around the world and move the steering column from left to right depending on the country, still stays on the right-hand side, very much like Jaguars did in their early days, where the releases for the hatchback or the things like that were still stayed on the right-hand side because they were English cars. So let me pop the hood. All right, good indication of stuff. Let me just show you why, when I'm looking at used cars, why I'm particular about some things so that you know what you're getting. So come on up here for a second. This is kind of nice. And these are things that'll let you know that it hasn't been in an accident and the parts have been replaced. So check this out. For instance, let's try this right here. Here, like this is an 03. The air conditioning piece here is dated 02. So if you were in an accident, that's the first piece that you would have to replace, right? And it would be dated today, which is 2011 or whatever. That way you know that piece is kind of original. But the one thing I wanted to show you is the VIN numbers are still here on the shock towers, so those haven't been replaced. A lot of the decals that you can't really even buy anymore, and this is nice too, the BMW group showing that they own Mini and getting you a great car. Everything under here seems to be all original, but more importantly, it's really, really clean. And if somebody hadn't taken care of their car during this whole entire process, you would never be able to clean it in one detail. You know, it would take time and time again. This was a quick detail. It was, I think he only charged me half the normal price that he would because the car was so clean. Okay? Great front end on these cars. All right, let's take a peek in the back for a second. All right, here we are in the back of the car. We're going to walk through a couple small things that make this car. The packaging of these cars is awesome. I'll show you why. If you see a couple water drips or whatever, don't worry about it. We just washed the car. But like right in here, look how many pieces of soft luggage would fit in here. Okay? Then you can go ahead, if you want to, and throw down the seats. We'll take the storage compartment out. I just wanted you to see real quick, if you could, look how much room is now in this car. It's almost like a wagon. The packaging of these things is awesome. And where they get all this room, I think, from the car is here. Every corner of the tires are pushed all the way out to maximize the interior volume. Because with these tires, you have to have wheel wells, axles, drivetrains, things like that to intrude inside the car. And that's the one thing Mini was able to do. They were able to package these cars, even though they were really small, They were roomy enough for a guy even like me, 6'1", who could sit inside the car and have plenty of room to put their legs out. Okay, let's check out the interior of this car. All right, this is kind of cool. Now I have the seat slid all the way back. The truth of the matter is, most people can sit in back of this car and in front. It has this piece here, which raises and lowers the seat. I mean, there is so much room, I can't even reach the pedals. Look, my legs are shredded. So let me get to where I'm comfortable. Power mirrors, power window switches are here. This is an awesome dash, man. No other car in the world could pull off this kind of dash. Check out all the controls here. So you got your 150 mile an hour speedometer, fuel gauge, water temperature. You got your tachometer right in front of your face. Outside temperature gauges on there. It just has some really cool stuff. Cruise control buttons in here, horn, whatever. It's just really a comfortable place to be. All right. It's got tilt steering column, so you can bring that down. All right. How about I start it for you, so we can look at some of the cool stuff inside too. All this stuff lights up too at night, which is really nice, so you can kind of see things. And just the switches, they're like old school English switches that you might have seen in a Jaguar in the late 60s or something like that. These, and they used to have rows and rows of them, and they kind of went back to old school like that. Got a real glove box, comes with the books and the warranty information. That's always a good sign too, you know, when you're getting all those things with the car. Air conditioning blows cold, CD player. Throw an iPod in here if you need to. It's just nice. The speakers and the doors just look so cool. The door panels themselves look awesome. I mean, look how different that is. These cars are just cool inside. But what I wanted Justin to show you was I am 6'1", and I still have, look at this, 6'1". And if I had to put somebody behind me, I got room there, and I'm here. I still can drive, I still have plenty of room back in there. Okay? Let me rev it up for you a little bit. It's got a nice little sporty exhaust note. Check it out. You know, in closing up this video on this car, you know, even though this is a little bit of a newer car than some of the classic stuff that we carry, these things just evoke such a smile. When it's going down the road, people love them. There's this huge infrastructure for these, for all these cool little aftermarket bits on it, from, you know, decals that you can change the car up every year if you wanted to interior pieces and whatever. I think it's great, man. AC, power windows, low mileage, no paint work, things like that. Cool little used car. So anyway, if you can find a way to get some happiness in your life, this car could definitely deliver it. So call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.